Anna and Blake. Blake and Anna. Some say they are the two sides of the same coin. Others believe they are arch enemies who can never come side by side in any circumstances. What's the reality, though? Are they both mean girls who can't stand one another? Or is this all about Blake and her bullying energy? Or perhaps they are unique besties, and we just don't understand their dynamic? Now that we are counting the days for A Simple Favor 2, it is time to take a deep look at Anna and Blake's interesting relationship. So, let's dive in. With Anna, is she like BFF now, or your little pocket rocket? My pocket rocket? That sounds like a vibrator. What are you talking about? This is amazing. She's so tiny. Is she like your best friend? You can like my vibrator, but thank you. Thank you for this. So, I asked Blake what it was like to be BFFs with a pocket rocket, Anna, but she thought I was talking about vibrators. Yeah, that was my thought too. I don't know what that says about Blake and myself, but yeah. You know what? If I'm like a vibrator, great, because they're great. So, I'll take it as a compliment. When the UK pocket rocket is like a little tiny, in America it's a vibrator. So now we're all learning. So, you had an amazing time with Blake. I'm imagining. Yeah, maybe not as much as a vibrator, but we should start from the very beginning with the movie that brought the deadly duo together, A Simple Favor. Rumor has it that during the filming of A Simple Favor, the two actors hated each other. Like they were basically enemies. It got so bad that their press tours had to be scheduled separately because they couldn't stand being around each other, and the studio even had to step in and remind them to at least pretend to get along in public. A source close to the production claimed they couldn't stand being around each other. It was like oil and water. The alleged animosity was severe enough that the studio had to step in. According to one insider, the studio had to remind them to at least pretend to like each other during public appearances. This suggests that their issues were serious enough to potentially affect the film's promotion. So, a lot of people are coming at me about my last video where I said that Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick beefed so badly on A Simple Favor that the studio had to get involved and break them up. Even though I heard that from somebody who worked at the studio, people kept being like, "You have no sources. Your claims are unfounded. You're just making this up." And then I got this interesting DM. So, believe what you will, but my sources aren't unfounded. And just because two actors are acting like they like each other at press events doesn't mean that they like each other. It just means that they had a contractual obligation to fulfill, and they were told to behave. We also know that Anna allegedly got jealous of Blake and wanted to make sure that she was the one who looked sexier in the movie's promotional pictures. She wanted to be regarded as the leading actress in the movie. In fact, it was alleged at the time that she wanted to have a deeper cleavage in the promo photos to overshadow Blake. Well, yikes. I mean, thanks to the It Ends With Us drama, we all know that she's not exactly an angel. But let's be honest, Anna doesn't look very nice in light of this information either. How did Blake get her name? My grandmother's brother was named Lake. Oh, but he was murdered. So, thanks for asking. Goal, she's so dark. Plus, there's the entire interview saga. I mean, knowing what we know today about both stars, watching their interviews from the time is simply cringe. For instance, in one interview, Anna Kendrick mentioned working with Blake's husband, Ryan, and hinted that while she used to think Blake was nice, she doesn't anymore. Not a great look. At one point, Anna even told Blake not to touch her. Well, all I can say is, how? Was there a relationship before this film? Did you guys know each other? Did you meet at a fancy George Clooney party? I imagine this is what I imagine in my brain, movie star. We met at a non-fancy George Clooney party, one of the really casual ones in a basement somewhere. Yeah, he's really letting himself go. Well, I met Blake. I worked with her husband, Ryan, several years ago. So, I met Blake a few times through Ryan on that film. Got it. And, I thought she seemed nice. And little did I know. Yeah, look at the body language experts analyzing this, right? How quickly do now that you watch the video? Let me know whether they were just joking or if there's a sneaky, passive-aggressive energy between the two. But this is not the worst interview they ever had. There was also a moment in another interview where they talked about Blake showing up really late to filming one day, leaving Anna waiting because no one told her about the schedule change. Anna jokingly said, "That's the day I decided I hated you. which led to a painfully awkward exchange as Blake tried to explain herself. And Anna even admitted, "We were all talking about you." I mean, knowing how the Gossip Girl cast was feeling about Blake, I'm not surprised that the A Simple Favor cast did not speak favorably about her either. Let me know if you'd like to see another deep dive, this time on Blake's Gossip Girl drama. Would love to do that. And if that wasn't enough, in an interview with KIR Flaw, Anna hinted that she had muted Blake on Instagram. That move alone says a lot about how they really feel about each other. "Yeah, I had to mute her for a while," Anna said with a smirk, implying that following Blake online might have been a bit too much for her. I mean, I can't understand someone getting overwhelmed by the endless pranking cycle between Blake and her husband, Ryan. Is it just me and Anna? Or do the couple get tiring at times? Like, make your pranks in the comfort of your own home, not online, right? Because I think we are the only person who can tell ourselves that we're good and that we're to give ourselves confidence, right? Yeah, that's true. I mean, it feels good when Anna gives me confidence, too. I like compliments. I'm not below compliments. That's what my mom always says. She's like, wants me to compliment her, and she's like, I'm not below compliments. I'm like, it's clear that you're not, because she's always soliciting. Because you were just telling me about, like, weird expressions that she gets wrong. Wouldn't it be, I'm not above compliments? Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, she gets it all wrong. I never even thought about that. She says it. Yes, she's not above. My mom gets everything sort of like expression should be like smooth as pie, or should be smooth as silk, or easy as pie. Yeah, and smooth as silk. But, my mom, I think, is a very confident person, and so, for me, yeah, I sort of like struggled with that because I sometimes judged her for being so confident, which I think is not fair, right? Yeah, you're such a bad daughter. Terrible daughter. In the same interview, there's this part where Anna talks about how she encourages Blake about her online presence. And, to put it simply, it aged like milk. Constantly have to call Blake and be like, it's okay, you're good at giving interviews. Promise you, people like you. At the time, the rumors of them hating each other reached a point where Blake had to make a statement to the public, trying to downplay the gossip. Anna and I have a very playful relationship, she said and continued. We're both sarcastic and love to joke around. I think people sometimes take that the wrong way. Knock it off. This moment was like, but like, I really would like to be a Disney princess. I'm sure that dream will come true. A dream is a wish your heart makes. It actually, obviously. I thought they just said Gryffindor every time. No, so good. Just to make you feel good. They're like, it's Gryffindor. They're like, my hair, she'll be happy. She needs this. Yeah, really? I really did need it. You never had bonbons? No. Come on. They're little ice cream balls, and then they're covered in dark chocolate. It's like those nibs. Those are not good. Bonbons are the best. Taking the Plumber quiz? No, it's really fun. Really? Yeah, we're gonna do it later. I'm so excited. Do you believe her? Do you think they were really just being sarcastic? Can't wait to hear your thoughts about it. Now, when it comes to Blake, there's a long track of her allegedly being a mean girl towards literally everyone, from cast members to crew, or to journalists and even her fans. And I'm not even getting into her complicated relationship history, in which there are numerous cheating allegations. But I think we can all agree that the most recent and ends with us drama has been the one that put her problematic behaviors on display. Her alleged treatment of Justin Bone was far from kind or even understandable. Plus, she was simply ridiculous during the entire press tour, trying her best to divert the questions and talk about her own hair product line or floral dresses. Regardless of who she is, this is not a good look. What about Anna, though? Was Blake the one who triggered her? Was Anna rightful in having such a strong reaction to Blake? Or is she as guilty as Blake in all this? Well, if you didn't know, Anna is not exactly an angel either. Allegedly, Anna is known for her sharp wit and sarcastic humor, which she often displays in interviews and on social media. While many fans appreciate her straightforward, non-nonsense attitude, others might interpret her humor as abrasive or difficult. Personally, I'm on the fence about her. On the one hand, I get having a dry humor. On the other hand, I don't get so many people misunderstanding a single human being constantly. Also, previously, Anna has spoken about her dedication to her craft and her desire for excellence in her work, and I believe this explains why she's so annoyed by Blake's not-so-professional approach to the filming schedules. I don't know about you guys, but I'm with Anna on this. Anna has sometimes joked about being a little bit of a control freak or intense in her work, and yes, this controlling behavior might easily reflect mean girl energy. Would this make Anna the mean girl, though? Is she also a bully, just like Blake? Let me know what you think. As I said in the beginning, A Simple Favor 2 is on its way. In fact, the filming is already wrapped up, and the movie is expected to be out in 2025. So, whether they hated each other or not, Blake and Anna continued to work together years later, and we can all agree that they have a great on-screen chemistry, regardless of how they feel about one another. This means our initial question about the two remains the same. Are they friends or foes? Can't wait to hear your thoughts on the nature of their relationship. If you're interested in more content related to Blake Lively, watch this video.